Welcome back to the Danger Zone. I'm Dane. Today, it's not really official yet, but it's getting close. It's summertime. And I like to go through and look at some of my summer horror movies. Just out of the collection that I have, I don't have every summer horror movie, but I got quite a few. With some honorable mentions towards the end. What my favorite thing about summer is I always remember the end of school year. It's time for road trips, going to see grandma, uh, going camping, making new friends, uh, stuff like that. Going out with friends and going on rides, joy rides. Brings me to my first collection. Is Joyride Collection. Joyride 1 and 2. And Joyride 3. All on DVD. These are good movies. Especially the first one. It's probably the best one with Paul Walker and Lily Sobieski and Steve Zahn. These are really good. The second one is not too bad. I think this is the one about the race car? The guy in the race car? Or maybe that's the third one. Anyway, one of them is with a race car. Something to deal with a guy in a race car, and he's getting chased by, of course, old Rusty Nail. But if you haven't seen them, check them out. Everybody's got to see the first one. If you haven't seen any of them, at least watch the first one. Another thing about summer is when it's time to go visit family that live far away. Grandma, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins. That brings me to the visit. I'm going to see grandma and grandpa for the first time if you've never met them. But they're not who you think they are. Great M. Night Shyamalan movie. Great twist. I recommend it. Highly recommend this movie. Another thing when you're going on road trips, which has happened to me before, is the worst thing to do is you break down. This is a good movie. It's about a guy and his wife, Kurt Russell. They break down in their vehicle on a trip, and a truck driver stops off to help them. And the wife offers to go with the truck driver, while the husband stays back and tries to figure out what's wrong with the vehicle. The wife never comes back, and chaos ensues from there. If you haven't seen Breakdown, check it out. Another thing when you're on road trips, and it's illegal to do nowadays, but you see it quite a bit, and it's always like, if you don't stop, you're an asshole. If you do stop, you're an idiot. So which one? There's no in between. That's the hitcher. Picking up hitchhikers is a scary thing. You never know who's the killer, who's not a killer. Check out The Hitchhiker. Still going on road trips, summertime stuff. It happens to everybody. You have to pull over, you have to go pee. So you look for the Rest Stop. Rest Stop 1 and 2. These are great movies. They're a little dated, but still nonetheless very good. I like them. I remember watching the first one, and I was very impressed with it. And then I went back and I found a second one, which I did not know that they made, and it was still good. It wasn't as good as the first one, I think, but still good nonetheless. Check out Rest Stop. You know what really grinds my gears on road trips? Is when you make a wrong turn. That's the worst thing to do, is make a wrong turn. This is just the first one. I have all 6 of them, plus the remake. I would really love to see a 7th one to finish off this original series of Wrong Turn. But, yeah, Wrong Turn. I love them. When it comes to summertime, I love beach. I love going to the parks. I love going hiking. I love carnivals and rides and fairs. And that takes me back to The Lost Boys. I always remember the very beginning of the movie when those people are out on the boardwalk and that security guard is telling the vampires to get off of his boardwalk. They're not supposed to be on the over there. He doesn't want them there. They're kicked out or whatever. But they're walking around on the merry-go-round. I always thought that was kind of cool. It kind of creeped me out, the way they looked. Lost Boys. I have all three of them, but this is the best one, obviously. Still sticking with the carnivals and fun rides. After Dark Horror Fest's Dark Ride. This was a good one. This has got the Great Hambino in it. I can never remember the dude's name from Sandlot. This has got Jamie Lynn Sigler from The Sopranos. Patrick Reina is his name. The Great Hambino. But yeah, this is a really good movie. I didn't think I was going to like it as much when I first saw it. I got it when it first came out. When they were first releasing these 8 films to die for. And this looked like the one of the best ones, and it is. Check it out, Dark Ride. Getting back on the road, doing some more traveling during summertime. You gotta look for somewhere to stay, and you're always looking for this sign, the Vacancy signs. These are 2 really good movies. About a couple that they look for a place to stay for the night, and they find a vacancy hotel, or a hotel with a vacancy, I should say, and turns out these guys are making snuff videos with their guests. If you haven't seen this movie, you gotta check these out. These are really good. Vacancy. Another one that a great summer movie, which I have both the remakes and the original one. I don't have the second original, but that would be The Hills Have Eyes. It's got some really disturbing imagery in here, especially with the SA situation that happens. Actually, this is the scene on the cover. Really good movie. Really grotesque looking characters. Look at that guy. That guy's freaky. Especially the one that's sitting in the chair and his head is just hanging off the back. Oh, man. Whew. The Hills Have Eyes. If you can't find any hotels on your road trip, look for a motel. Motel Hell. This is a good 80s slasher. Kind of goofy. It's about a farmer who collects his guests and bury them up to their necks and force feed them and cut out their voice boxes and use them for food. It's a pretty twisted movie, kind of goofy, but great 80s movie nonetheless. I'm going camping on the summertime, fishing, hunting, all that good stuff. What's the one thing everybody looks for? Is a great cabin in the woods. Look at that great lenticular cover right there. It's awesome. I love this movie. When I first heard about this movie coming out, I was like, I wasn't looking forward to it. I thought it was going to be stupid. It sounded like a dumb idea. A bunch of random monsters in a movie together. And it took me multiple years before I actually came around to watching it. When I finally did see it, I was kicking myself in the ass for not watching it in theaters, because this quickly ended up becoming one of my favorite cabin movies. Cabin in the Woods. And of course, you can't have a Cabin in the Woods movie without the greatest Cabin in the Woods movie of all time. Evil Dead. This is the original. It's got a bunch of special features on it. And this one actually comes with a extra poster on the inside, which I have a poster, so I'm not going to take this one out. I want to leave this one here. But this one's got all kinds of cool special features in it. But Evil Dead, greatest cabin in the woods movie of all time. You can't have summer and go fishing, go camping, go on road trips. You can't do any of that without telling Campfire Stories. Great anthology movie. I think it's like 4 or 5 short stories. Really good. I love anthologies. These are some of my favorite types of movies. If you haven't seen this one, check it out. Campfire Stories. And for me, the quintessential summer movie of all time. It's hot, it's gross, it's sticky, it's disgusting and disturbing. That's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the only copy I own. This is one of the very first DVDs I ever bought. And this is the 30-year edition with the meat packing on the back. You can feel that. See it? Can you see the bumpiness of it? Yum. I love this. This is such a cool DVD. It's so old though. I need to upgrade to Blu-ray. Look at this. It's one of these weird old school plastic DVD cases. Look at that. It's like a CD case is what it reminds me of, but a bigger version of it. And this cool little slip that opens up like a little chainsaw. It's got more information on the inside. Fresh after 30 years. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I do have some honorable mentions for the summertime because I know I'm going to get shit if I don't mention some of these. Give me 1 second. All right. Honorable mentions. Great summertime movie. Aliens. Slugs. Slither. I love Slither. This is one of the craziest, goofiest, insane James Gunn movies. I love it. It reminds me of what is it? Not Night of the Comet. I can't remember what it's called, but I love these kind of movies. Couple slashers, summer slashers. Of course, you can't have summer without I Know What You Did Last Summer. I just recently rewatched all 3 of these. Oh, man, Freddie Prinze Jr. is a terrible actor. Terrible actor. These are pretty good movies for the most part. This one, complete dog shit. Don't watch it. It has nothing to do with these two. Absolutely nothing. I'm looking forward to the new one that comes out. The sequel, what do you call it? The Legacy sequel is what it is. I have a 4-pack that came from the 80s. Great summertime movies, all 4 of them, really. The Fog, The Howling, The Burning, and Pumpkinhead. The Burning is the ultimate summertime slasher. In my opinion, I love it. It's great. Cropsy, the dude is freaky looking. Bunch of camp kids pull a prank on old Cropsy, the caretaker of the campgrounds, and he comes back for revenge. Really good. Can't have a summertime movie without Return of the Living Dead. Absolutely the best zombie movie ever. Next to Dawn of the Dead, obviously, but I love this one because it's so hilarious and outlandish. I hear my turtle. He's out there. He's behind my game system scratching around back there. I hear you scratching around back there. My favorite summertime slasher of all time. Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. Watch this movie. It's not the best Friday the 13th movie. There's no nudity in it, no boobs. The kills are mediocre, but it is the quintessential summertime slasher because you got the camp counselors, you have kids at the actual camp this time. And I think this is the only Friday the 13th movie that has kids at the camp. Tommy Jarvis is back for revenge, trying to kill Jason, because he, spoiler alert if you've never seen this, he revives Jason in the craziest way. If you watch this movie, I guarantee you that you're going to love it more if you change your TV to black and white. Watch this movie in black and white, especially the first at least 20-25 minutes of the movie, and then change it to color if you want. But watch the beginning of the movie in black and white. You will not regret it, and that's the only way you will watch this movie from then on. Turn your TV black and white. Oh, hi, T3. Turn your TV black and white, watch this movie, and get back to me. It's like, it gives you the feeling of watching the old Universal monster movies. Just the way it's shot. And if you put it in black and white, it's so amazing. Because you get the lightning, you get the monster coming back to life, you get the rain, and all the elements of the film are just fantastic in this movie. Black and white. Watch it. Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. And, of course, you cannot have summertime without Jaws. Everybody knows Jaws. This is my anniversary collector's edition, widescreen. I like the shininess of it. I have all the Jaws movies, but this is the only one that I have by itself. And I put it in a blue case. If you guys watch my other videos, I've talked about some of the color cases that I do. Like even my Wrong Turn movie that I showed off earlier is in a red case. This is actually a Wii U case. Even though I hate these, it's a Wii U case. I've got all my shark movies in it, in the blue cases like this. But yeah, that is my summertime horror movies. What do you guys think? Questions, comments, concerns, anything like that? Let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You guys take it easy.